This video highlights the powerful relationship between IIR Energy's outage data and YES Energy's market data analytic tools. The partnership between IIR Energy and YES Energy allows users of both to access the IIR Energy data through the YES Energy suite of products. The YES Energy tools provide the best value and leverage of the IIR Energy data because of all of the other data provided through their products. The IIR Energy data is found throughout the YES Energy Power Signals product, which is the analytic powerhouse to optimize trading, and it's also found in the Data Signals product, which allows users to feed data to in-house solutions and spreadsheets. Here's a few examples of how you can access and use IIR Energy in the YES Energy tools. Using YES Energy's real-time price map module, which updates with real-time pricing, you can add map layers to see outages and constraints in real time. The IIR Generation Outages map layer was built using IIR Energy data. When this map layer is turned on, the generation outages that are currently occurring will appear on the map. The legend provides which fuel types are out. Hovering over a plant gives a summary: plant name, total plant capacity, capacity offline, the number of days out, and the start and end date. Single-click on a plant to see more details by unit. These outages can be colored by status, planned, active, or complete, and by type, planned or unplanned. You can see the transmission outages alongside the IIR generation outages using the transmission outages module. In this example, the module has returned all transmission outages planned to start the next day for PJM, filtered to just lines and transformers. When selecting the map view and adding the IIR Generation Outages map layer, you can see the transmission outages and their geographical relationship to the IIR Generation Outages for the same time period. This map is showing the average day-ahead congestion price for PJM on January 19, 2014. The prices are fairly tame. This day is significant because it was right before the polar vortex hit that year. Fast forward to January 23, 2014, which is right in the middle of the polar vortex, and you can see that the prices have changed drastically. This is in large part due to the weather conditions. However, that is not the whole story, and by adding in the Generation Outages map layer, you can get a complete picture. Look back at January 19th, and you can see that there are a few generation outages planned and active. Looking at this same map, but on January 23rd during the storm, you can see a few more really key sites have been added. The most noteworthy is this Calvert Cliffs nuclear power plant that has gone offline starting on the 22nd, and by single-clicking you can see that both units went offline and the outage was not planned. This 1,800 megawatt plant played a role in those high prices during the polar vortex, and only by adding this information on the map layer can you get a complete picture. Should you want to dig deeper into this plant's outages, you can double-click on the Calvert Cliffs plant and drill to the plant outages. This opens the Generation Outages module. This module can pull all of the historical data on this plant's outages and provides all of the details about these outages that IIR Energy provides. So for this example, we can see the reasons why this plant was out during those days in January in the comments column and other outage detail. This module can also be set up to see generation outages provided by IIR Energy using any of these customization parameters. The table view returns all of the data, and you can also see this data on a map and add in other map layers. Finally, in this module you can set generation outages alerts, where you can build a list of plants that you'd like to be alerted to when there are changes around outages. Get the details of IIR Energy data using the time series analysis module. This tool allows you to access all of the data that YES Energy has available and plot it on the time series chart. You can search for IIR Energy data and plot it along with any of the other data. In this example, we've plotted the average for the ERCOT IIR total outages alongside the ERCOT IIR unplanned outages over the spring through the fall. This shows a few unplanned outages in the shoulder months, with them going up throughout the summer. And in the day-ahead real-time LMP for Houston Hub, you can see its relationships with outages, planned and unplanned. You can also add in a specific plant, in this case a large coal plant in ERCOT, to see its outages throughout the time period. This plant was out for a good chunk of time in the shoulder season, and then once again in August when there were record loads in Texas. And you can see that the DART pricing responding to this outage as well. Using the YES Energy Data Signals API, you can query and return the IIR generation outage data using your selected parameters. This data can be quickly returned in your browser or as a CSV file that can be used in your in-house solutions or in spreadsheets. YES Energy and IIR Energy, a partnership that lets you see more and trade smarter. Interested in learning more? Contact IIR Energy at iirteam@iirenergy.com or YES Energy at info@yesenergy.com.